Hello YouTube, this is Taterpoot, and I'm here to talk about pipes. This video was initially inspired by the Smoking Dagners and their pipe contest that they have coming out. I've actually waited the last minute to do this, but you know, I needed an incentive to make a pipe video and to start making pipe videos, so I figured I might as well just go ahead and do it today. I also today wanted to talk about the brand new Missouri Meerschaum corncob pipes that have come out. It's a new series of pipes called Cobbit pipes, based after the church wardens and inspired by Lord of the Rings. I have two. You can see they're there. This one is the Elf. It's kind of a shorter pipe with a it's about a decent sized bowl. I would compare it to the Missouri Legend in size, and the stem is it's kind of like a mini church warden, and it's very light. You can hold it in your lips like this. The other one is the Wizard. Of course, you have to have the Wizard. Any collection of church warden pipes that has a Wizard pipe in it, you have to get it. Now this one is, of course, a lot bigger in size of the chamber and the little hole right there. The stem is a lot longer. I would compare this to the size of probably the General or the MacArthur pipe, although I think the MacArthur pipe, that bowl is a little bit bigger as far as height goes. So probably more of just like the regular General pipe size. And of course the stem is a lot longer. Now this one, I tried clenching it, and as you see, it is quite heavy, so I don't recommend it. This is a pipe to warm your hands with, so if you're smoking outside, I definitely recommend it in that case, because the bowl does get quite warm. It doesn't get too hot, but you can, you know, warm your hands up and, you know, outside. That way your hands don't freeze off and you won't break your jaw trying to clench it. They run for about $20 a piece, I believe, give or take. I will put links at the bottom so that you can check it out, because I think they are both amazing pipes. Now, for the price, the stems aren't fantastic. They're just regular, basic, vulcanized rubber stems, not the shiny sort of, you know, very smooth stems that you might see in a Italian factory pipe like a Savinelli or a La Rocca. But they're good for what you pay for them, and I take very good care of mine, so I feel like I'm going to have these for a while. Another thing that I want to talk about today is economy sold tobacco. And now what that means is you'll find the over-the-counter tobaccos like Half and Half or Captain Black that you usually get at a drugstore, and those are not exactly what I'm referring to. I want to talk about the tobaccos that are generally sold in either natural or menthol or mild flavors. Now generally these are sold to get away from the cigarette tax laws, so they're mainly roll your own tobaccos. But there is one in particular that I kind of ran into on my ventures to the convenience store market. I found a tobacco that was called Smoker's Pride Rich, and I had not had any tobacco on me at the moment, and it was very cheap, so I figured I would give it a try. I didn't expect much. I put it in a cob and I smoked it, and after about 3 minutes of smoking, I realized I was enjoying myself quite a lot, and I ended up buying a whole 8-ounce bulk bag of this Smoker's Pride, and you know, at a relatively cheap price, and I smoke it quite regularly. Now this is blended a little bit with some of my other stuff that is very similar, but by itself it should taste the same. It's a Virginia base with just a little bit of burley, but you really don't detect it. I think the burley is in there mainly to keep it cool smoking, but the flavor is very rich, and I'm actually going to pack a bowl while I talk to you. Isn't this a fancy little jar? The bears and the flowers. I actually got that from my mom. It's your standard ribbon cut tobacco there's a couple of bigger pieces thrown in there, but it's very soft. It's very pillowy. Honestly, thinking about it now, I could probably, if I could fill a pillow up with this tobacco, make it really fluffy, you could probably smell it through the fabric. I would love to sleep on that, because it smells like very light, sweet Virginia, and I love that smell. I have my own concoction of gin and lime juice and a little bit of orange, just kind of like my own bachelor's screwdriver. So zesty. I don't normally recommend diamond matches. Well, I got my camper. I don't normally recommend diamond matches, but for the sake of this tobacco, I think it'll do fine. It won't ruin anything. The reason being is that they coat these matches with a type of flammable coating that can sometimes, if you're smoking a particular tobacco, can catch that flavor and it will ruin the taste. But in this case, I have done it many times, and I don't think that will really affect anything. That was a first match light there. Yeah. Okay, so what are we picking up? Very light flavors of Virginia. Do you hear that horn? I do detect a little bit of burley, but it's not in the normal burley fashion, like if you were smoking Carter Hall or half and half. It's not very nutty. It's almost a zest kind of flavor, and which is why I like to drink these with the tobacco. It's always very smart to pair your tobaccos with a drink that complements the flavor of the tobacco. Very light on the mouth. It's has no ash flavor whatsoever, even when it gets down to the bowl. Although I don't puff it too strongly, and I never suggest that you do. You should always sip it. Before I end this video, I do want to give a shout out to the Dagners and wish the best of luck to all of the people who have entered this contest. I know it's going to be a random number generator, but you know, best of luck to all of you. I'm sure all your videos are wonderful, and I'm probably going to check out a lot of them and subscribe as much as I can. We can get this channel started. Future plans for this channel are going to be tobacco reviews mainly, probably some culture analysis on pipes and how they came to be popular, and probably also how they came to be not as popular as they have been in recent times. We're mainly going to be talking about cigarettes and how they affected pipes today. So if you're into that sort of thing, or if you're into history, or if you're just wanting to know, is this tobacco good, is this not good, feel free to stick around, because there's going to be a lot of videos to come. I have a list, not here, but it's somewhere. I'll show it to you one of these days. It's really long. I have a lot of things to say and get off my chest. But more of that to come soon. And my final rating on this is, if you can find it, pick it up. I will post a link down in the little description bar. I'll probably try to find it on multiple sites just in case, because some of those tobacco sites I know have shipping restrictions. So I will find it on a couple of sites and post the links down in the description so that wherever you may be, you can find it and try it yourself. It is cheap enough that you should just try it, at least, and see if you like it. I pretty much enjoy it just for like a light everyday smoke. We saved it. Oh, it was almost out, but we saved it. I love that. Okay. Bye-bye. One last smoke ring. One last smoke ring.